Hello loves. This is really weird for a multitude of reasons. The first one being, this is one of those awkward like, I've been gone for a really long time, welcome back sort of videos, and I hate those because I always watch them and they come across quite disingenuous, and the problem is I've had to edit like 3 of them in my lifetime because I seem to be one of the people that keeps on making them. And just in case it wasn't already abundantly clear that I'm a tiny bit out of practice, I have forgotten to even do an intro. So, hello, my name is George Lester, for those of you who don't know. I can't even remember how I used to start these videos. Hi, hello, welcome back, or welcome generally. I have been gone for about 3 months. That is to say, I've not been making videos. That's not to say I've been gone completely. I have still existed on the internet in various spaces, but I have been at school and I've been studying at Mount View, so I've been like super busy. And I think the only reason I've sat down to make this video today is because, it's a multitude of reasons. So reason number 1, I have been at Mount View. I'm having the absolute best time, like the absolute time of my life. I'm beyond exhausted. I'm having lots of fun and learning so much. But in the very same breath, I'm also unbelievably tired. And because I've been so busy and so slammed with that, and I'm not even in shot, this is terrible. Because I'm just like having to slouch down in my own chair. And also I'm doing this on a front facing camera, so I keep on catching my reflection and making sure I look okay. God, this is all over the place. Because I have been doing that, and because that's been such a huge part of my life, when it's got to weekends, it's been like I have homework to do, so I've been doing that, or I have a boyfriend who I've not seen all week, so I'm hanging out with him. So I've not really like sat down and made a video, and also I've not been reading much, so that's been kind of an issue considering this is a book channel. So that's been sort of weird, especially the not reading part. But the reason I started making this video today is because I've actually been reading a book, and I thought, I want to start talking about books again. I want to start doing this because it's a long story, and maybe I'll go into it in a different kind of video. Oh, the sun is coming out. Hi. I'm so distracted. I think I'm kind of excited to be making a video again, which is a bit weird. Yeah, so I think because I've been so busy, because I've been so busy, I've not been making videos because I've not been reading, because this is a book type channel. And also kind of life type channel, but like, what do I have to fill you in on apart from like, I'm really tired. I mean, and having an amazing time, but really tired. But I started reading again. I started listening to an audiobook via this website called Scribd, because I've been using that for sheet music and stuff like that. And they have like a ton of audiobooks on there that you fully cannot get on Audible. So that was kind of cool. So I've been listening to listened to an audiobook, and I thought I want to start talking about books again. This also came about because I wanted to start writing again, because I've not really been writing much for myself. And with that in mind, I wanted to start writing something again, but I was trying to think of what I wanted to write. And then it was like, the reason I don't know what I want to write is because I've not been reading. So I don't feel like I can write anymore. So it's sort of a weird, whole big mess of things that has culminated in me sitting down and making this video, and sort of telling you that I'm going to start trying again. Like, I hate these kinds of videos because all I can really do at this point is disappoint you. But I'm going to try and make some videos again. Like, when I finish this book, I'm going to make some videos. So I thought I would kind of make this video welcoming myself back and saying hi, and then I would do a teeny tiny haul of books that have come to me over the past couple of months. There haven't been that many of them, or I've forgotten bunches. So I'm just sort of like, I've kind of looked around my room and kind of picked up the ones that I can remember have arrived, and those are the ones that I'm going to show you. So I figured that's kind of a nice way of doing it. So I've had a couple from David Fickling Books, because David Fickling Books are some of the people that haven't forgotten that I exist. I feel like because I've not been making videos and because I've not been like posting a lot on Twitter or on Instagram about books, it's all been very like, I've sort of vanished a teeny tiny amount. I feel like publishers have forgotten that I exist, which is fine because I don't have time to read their books right now. Well, I do and I don't. It's kind of a weird thing. Anyway, I got some cool stuff sent to me from David Fickling Books, so I'm going to go into that first. One that came to me just this week was Unstoppable by Dan Friedman. I hauled this in a previous video because they were very kind and sent me a copy of the proof. This is a departure for Dan Friedman. Dan Friedman is the author of the Jamie Johnson series, which is a series of books for middle grade readers, which are about football, I believe. So those books are kind of a big deal in a middle grade arena, and this is his first foray into something a little more oh god, I don't want to say meaty because that makes it sound like the Jamie Johnson books aren't worthy of reading, but they are worthy of reading because if people enjoy football and they want to read about football, they should read about football. But this is sort of slightly grittier, I think. I think this is a grittier subject matter. And I'm really intrigued by it. Like, I've never read any Dan Friedman before, because the football books are never something that appealed to me, but this actually sounds really cool. So I have a copy of this. So thank you, GFB, for sending that over. So weird doing this on a front-facing camera because I keep on looking at my face. The vanity of it all, the vanity. Something else that I got sent from David Fickling Books, and this is actually, I'm going to show you two things. I got sent a copy of Paper Avalanche by Lisa Williamson. I'm a huge fan of Lisa Williamson. The Art of Being Normal is one of my most favouriteest books of all time. She was also part of Flawed, which is a 7-way collaboration published by Pan Macmillan, where I no longer work. But I worked on that book, so I feel kind of like attached to it emotionally. And this is her 3rd YA novel being published by DFB, and they sent me a proof of it. And I'm a terrible human being because I've not read it yet, but they then sent me a finished copy of this gorgeous pink thing, which is just beautiful. Oh, so Lisa is also the author of a book called All About Mia, which I also have on my shelf. But I love Lisa. I love the way she writes. I'm excited to read this. I feel like I'm going to be reading this over Christmas because I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of time to read over Christmas. So I'm going to read it over Christmas, I think. Whatever Lisa writes is going to be freaking brilliant because she's freaking brilliant. So this. And last but by no means least, and this is probably the last thing that I can remember that I've like had sent to me. I'm going to try and be more structured and I'm going to try and get back into this a little bit more. But the last thing that I can remember getting sent to me by those gorgeous lovelies over at Penguin Platform. I don't get things often from Penguin Platform, so when something comes from them, I feel incredibly privileged. And that was a copy of the Dear Evan Hansen YA novel by Val Emmett. You might have gathered I quite like musical theatre, and Dear Evan Hansen is one of my most favouriteest things. The soundtrack is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited for it to be on the West End in November 2019. I will be first in line for tickets for that because I need to see it desperately. I also want to know who is going to be playing Evan. I'm kind of hoping there's a part of me that wants them to bring Ben Platt over to do it, but they're not going to because I think they want to cast a British Evan. Whole big thing. Anyway, I'm very excited to read this because, like I said, I love Dear Evan Hansen, so I'm really intrigued to see how it works in this medium. But along with this, they also sent a Dear Evan Hansen branded moleskin. If I move it just enough in the light, you can see that on the front it says, Dear Evan Hansen, today's going to be an amazing day, and here's why. And I love this. And naturally, being the extra little thing that I am using it for school. We're doing projects at the moment, like we're doing a play and then we're doing a musical. So I'm using this as my like projects notebook, which is probably really basic and really stupid, but I really like it. So yeah, those are the things that have been sent to me in the post by lovely publishing type people that I can remember. I'm trying to keep this quite short because I'm sort of getting back into it in a way. I'm also going to do a video where I talk about the queens from RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4 because I did that when we were talking about All Stars 3, and I'm very excited for All Stars 4. I'm a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. Welcome. If you're brand new, this is how fast I talk and this is how excited I get about things. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to stop it there. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this. I don't even know how many people care that I exist still. But if you care that I exist, I'm very happy that you're still here and watching, if you are here and watching. And if you're brand new, welcome. It's kind of weird around here. I make videos sometimes, but not as often as I should or as I would like to. So I'm going to do a video about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4. I'm going to do a video about this book that I've been reading, which for some reason I've not mentioned what the title is. I don't know why. It's The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. I loved The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which I read last year. I made a video about it. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Oh God, look at that. It's rolling off my tongue. It's all natural again. So I'll leave a link to that in the description box below if you want to go and look at that. If you don't, that's fine. Do what you want. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. It's that. So when I finish that, I've got like an hour of the audiobook left. And when I finish that, I will make a little video talking about why it's so freaking amazing and why you need to go and read it immediately. As well as The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which is great. That's the end of this video. I'm going to stop this here. Hi, I'm back, sort of, but not really, but kind of. I'm going to try and... I say this every time, everyone says this every time. I'm going to try and start making videos again, and like people never do, but I'm going to do my best. I love each and every one of your faces, and I will speak to you as soon as I can. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, I'll leave links to all of that in the description box below. All of my links will be down there. That's the end. I'm going to stop talking now. Bye! I still remember that part.